Hello Internet, and welcome to my live reaction for Blue Exorcist Chapter 105. We last left off, the flashback continued. Yuri, Shiro, and Rick were getting closer to get as friends. Meanwhile, Satan had spent 9 years trying to manifest inside Goro, and he eventually succeeded, broke free of the asylum, and ran into Yuri in a dark alley. And that's where we leave off. Now we have chapter 104? I thought this was chapter 105. Wait a second. Let me double check this. Yeah, 104 was last month. But this one also says 104. Maybe it's a typo, or maybe this is 105. I'm not sure exactly. Anyway, it's the 105th chapter, but it's titled 104. Anyway. SSC 1921, which, that's interesting, because we haven't gone, the chapter titles have always had the first number increasing and the second number decreasing, and this is the first time we've seen it be the other way around. So yeah, I guess we're going back a year for some flashback within the flashback. I really, really hope we'll be getting, past SSC in the next month or so, but I guess not. Who knows when it'll end now. Anyway, on to the chapter itself. We open right where we left off last month with Yuri and Satan in Goro's body, who is collapsed or kneeling in front of Yuri, grabbing her by the shoulders. Rinka? And Satan tries to vocalize. No way. What's going on? And something, hits him in the neck. And Yuri, is startled. And then Satan, chokes out, Yuri, and then collapses. Got him! And a bunch of True Cross agents all, pop out of the woodworks. Secure him! Huh? You're an some guy with, a scar over his face, walks out. You're an exorcist. State your name. Yes, sir. I'm Yuri Agen, Junior Exorcist 2nd Class. I'm sorry, Agen. Come with us. And then we see somewhere in the asylum, I think... Oh, it's some kind of, police, how, police stations have the room, the interview room and the room, the one-way mirror. So yeah, a scientist who I think is the guy who was leading the Lucifer experiments walks in. Luckily, the anesthesia is working. What's inside him? And why did he go to that girl? We're questioning her. It may have been pure coincidence. What's her background? Yuri Agen, 25, Junior Exorcist 2nd Class. She's a tamer 1st and 2nd Class. And she's a certified trainer and breeder. She works at the demon farm. There's nothing unusual about her. Anything else? She teaches cram school students and tamers, and has written several textbooks. She's well known among the tamers. And then we cut to Satan, who is groggily waking up. But he's his arms are in a straitjacket. He has 2 chains around his neck, and chains around his legs as well, to make sure he doesn't run away. Yuri? And he is he struggles against the straitjacket, and breaks free of all the chains and tears the straitjacket, yelling "Ah!" and slams his hands against the wall. Yuri! And everyone, all the other exorcists, all notice it. Notice the banging in the chamber. What's happening? Yuri notices it too. And Shiro and the Scar guy, we see, and the Scar guy, no, not again. And Satan, blows a hole in the room leading to Yuri. And he walks into, I know he blew up the door. Okay. Yuri. And Yuri just, looks at him in shock. As the exorcists get right behind him. Fire! And they start shooting at Satan, a bazooka and everything, and Satan just, growls at them. And the gun, catches fire, and he drops it. And Satan, pops out right below him. Run! But Yuri fucking, grabs Satan by the arm. That's the literal fucking devil she's got holding on to. Stop it! Yuri. And Yuri just, like, glares at him. Don't! And Satan, like, his, like, flames, like, fizzle out. And he just, like, sighs. Ugh. And Yuri, like, breathes a sigh of relief. Good boy. She's treating him like a dog. Okay. He obeyed her? Incredible. He seems to like her. Oh, as Mephisto walks in. Sir Fellis. After all, I hear she's quite the tamer. And he glances at Shiro. Because remember, I think it's a direct callback to last month, how Rick complimented her tamer skills after she befriended Shiro. Shall we enlist her aid? Until we tame that thing, our hands are tied. And then it's some tavern somewhere. Yuri's getting drinks with Shiro, it looks like. So I started working at Section 13. And Shiro just, like, falls back. What's wrong? You are such an idiot. You work there too, right? I saw your name on the observation team list for subject number SO005. That's what they call him. I hate that place, but I can't get away from it. I've had some lectures about it. And Shiro, like, gasps in shock. That's where you were born. Why did you get involved? Because I can't get away either. And she flashes back to, like, her baby self. I played with that Rinka when I was a child. And we see her, like, complimenting the flame from way back in, was it chapter 100 when we started this arc? I spoke to it during our first encounter. I didn't expect it to possess someone, and I had no idea it was so high level. It doesn't realize it's killed people. It's like a really powerful baby. So I can't leave it alone. Like I always say, getting involved with demons only spells trouble. You could die. And Yuri's has some kind of beep from some kind of communication device. I think it's a really early flip phone? Because this would have to be... I think the story is set in, like, 2011, right? That's when the manga came out. And so this was 20 years before that would be, like, 91. So, like, I don't know... Did Japan have... Were flip phones a thing in 91? Even, like, anywhere in the world? I don't know. I was not alive in 91 or any time before 91, so I can't really confirm. But it is a phone call. They're calling. Gotta go. And she walks out of the tavern right as Rick walks in. Yuri? Hey, and he like, drunkenly walks over to Shiro. Hey, did you two have a fight? If you hurt Yuri, I'll make you regret it. Are you drunk, Rick? At the end of the year, I'm everyone's drinking buddy. Come on, man, what are you waiting for? And he, like, slaps Shiro on the back. Ow! You like her, right? Yuri's actually popular, so don't come crying to me when someone else snatches her up. And it fucking flashes to Satan! Kato, you fucking comic genius, I love you. Love you so much. This is... I love that it fucking flashes to Satan when someone else snatches her up. Okay. And Yuri, like, shows up as Satan's, like, going on this rampage through Section 13, and she just, like, hugs him, and he, like, calms down. Lucifer. Mephisto, this is Mephisto walking up to Lucifer. Lucifer, about the new arrival, what do you think it is? Lucifer, like, looks at him as much as he can. It is connected to every phenomenon in existence. I'm sure you can sense that. It is. Rinka? What are you looking at? Like, she's holding, like, Rinka, holding Satan, that she does not know is Satan yet, don't forget. With, like, his head in her lap, and he's, like, looking up above her. We see an even more distinct change in Satan's eye. And it looks like there's some kind of stuff in, like, his retina. Like, I see something that looks like a spring, and, like, molecules? I don't even know. That which gave birth to us all. It is all of creation. Alright. Does he mean... So Lucifer's calling him all of creation. Does that mean... Well, that which gave birth to us all. Is he specifically referring to demons, or is Satan responsible for the entire universe? Is that where we're going with this, Kato? I swear to God. I swear to God that's where we're going with this. Okay. But we cut to Yuri starting a meal. Let's eat. And it's just Oh, it's just her and Satan having a meal. Let's eat. Eat? That's right. And Satan, like, tries to eat. Is he eating with a spatula? But food is, like, dripping all over his face, so, like, Yuri cleans up after him. What's this? Apple. And this? Penguin. Penguin. Correct. She's, like, doing something like picture cards with him. And, like, growing plants. Growing plants with the devil. And, like, playing with mice, or, like, hamsters. Yuri, I like fish. I want to eat it today. And he's learning language. Wow. He absorbs knowledge so fast. And they're, like, doing some kind of studying. I like studying, but I'm sick of this one. He's doing, like, math. She's doing, like, math tests with him. What's 47 plus 32? 79. And 529 plus 84? 613. And 46 times 9? 414. 523 divided by 6. 87.16666. This is boring. I want harder problems. However, and she notices that the hamsters are dead. Gah! Why did you kill them? I was just making holes. Wah! His reasoning and emotions lag behind. So yeah, he's like a super intelligent baby. Okay. Stay with me forever. Don't go. He's like ripping at his shirt and like throwing like a temper tantrum. But it would be so cool if you could stay here alone. I'd be very impressed. You would be happy? Uh-huh. But you gotta come back. If you don't, I'll never forgive you. And that imbalance is dangerous. Yeah, it is pretty dangerous. That room is too small for him. In 1 year and 3 months, he's consumed everything and grown tired of it. It won't be long before he explodes. Then let's raise the bar. I'll have new educational materials delivered. No, not yet. Without experience, too much information could be dangerous. We have to expand his world. Can we at least let him meet someone else? Wouldn't that be dangerous? He's killed many staff members, so I doubt anyone would be willing. I suppose not. So we have gone a year into the future. We noticed earlier, sorry, I was distracted by the actual dialogue. She mentioned that it's been a year and 3 months, or he mentions it's been a year and 3 months. I can't quite tell who's talking there. So maybe I forgot because last time was 2020. So like maybe it's been 2 months since like the order actually mattered. Is the years, which number is the years away from the present timeline? Because I think it started in, the first one was 040, right? Not 40. I don't know. It's been a year either way. I'll double check after I finish reading the chapter. Anyway. So Yuri is downcast because it's unlikely anyone's going to want to volunteer to hang out with the devil. But I will ask for volunteers. After all, we want to begin ability tests and elixir experimentation as soon as possible. Yes, please. We see some rumbling. And Shiro, our resident tsundere, is more than happy to help out. Anyway, I thought helping out would be better than just standing around watching. Thank you, but don't get the wrong idea. If anything happens, I'll kill him. And he, like, brings his gun into the room, and Yuri, like, just glares at him. Rinka, today we have a visitor. And he's, like, building blocks in there. His name is Shiro. And he, like, rushes at Shiro. Maybe it's some, lingering memory from his time as Goro? No, he grabs Yuri. Stay away from Yuri! What's wrong? Shiro won't hurt you. I don't know why, but I hate you! And Shiro just, like, frowns at him. Oh yeah? Then I'll play by myself. And he, like, walks away. And he picks up a bucket. Hey, this takes me back. And he dumps a bunch of, like, blocks on the floor? Gah! That's mine! Don't touch it! Aw, let me play a little. But it's difficult, so you can't do it. Well, let me see. Some kind of, like, plastic hopping frog? And he hops, like, right into the bucket. One of those, like, little toy things. It's easy. I can do it, too. And he, like, hits off the rim of the bucket. Aw, you missed. You do it like this. And, Shiro gets it in perfectly. I can do it! Arrgh! And Satan fails again. Wahaha! You suck. And that pisses Satan the fuck off, and he, like, grabs over at Shiro. Grrr! Wait, Shiro! And Yuri yells at him, Rinka! Don't be a sore loser! But I hate to lose. And Shiro's mean. What do you want? I want to win. I'm gonna beat him! With, like, tears, like, streaming down his face. If you want to be better than Shiro, then you have to practice. And afterwards, sometime later, Shiro and Yuri are talking about it outside of the room. He's as big as me, but throws childish fits. And I can't stand brats. Well, the way you teased him was pretty bratty, too. And Shiro just, like, glares at her. Well, I refuse to lose to a demon. Brat. Well then, I just won't come anymore. Huh? You've got to. You gotta come. Today was beneficial to him, okay? Well, if I have to. Shiro is so tsundere. Alright. But you owe me one. Well, understood. And Yuri laughs at him as he leaves. And Satan, like, looks as he goes. See you later. Alright, Rinka. Shall we clean up? And Satan starts, like, muttering under his breath. Next time, I'm definitely gonna beat him. Beat him, beat him, beat him. I'm gonna beat him, beat him, beat him. And then later on, Yuri, like, goes to leave. Good work, guys. See you tomorrow. And there's guards guarding, like, the vault that he's in. Wow, Aigen's cute. Is she dating Fujimoto? I don't know. The guards, okay, the guards are all, like, looking out after Yuri. But then the, like, lock starts to, there's like a keypad to lock the vault, and it starts to unlock, and the door opens. What the? No way! And Satan is, like, pushing the door open. Emergency! Subject 005 is broken out! And then somewhere in True Cross Town, or we get, like, an overview of True Cross Town. But then we come back to Yuri in Section 13. And she comes across, like, some police tape looking thing in the hallway. Huh? What happened? Oh, it's her room, of course. The doctor comes out. Aigen, I'm sorry, but I authorized it. Huh? He took a guard hostage and demanded books. He wanted as much information as possible before he reported for duty. I was worried, but he's been reading calmly and hasn't harmed the guard. Oh no. And we see, like, the room is, like, littered with books. I'll go negotiate for the hostage. Everyone else should wait here and stay sharp. And she goes to enter the room. She sees the hostage, like, in a circle of flame. And she looks at him. Rinka? Rinka? Ah, that old name. Let this man go. Sure. I'm done with him. Good. Now then. And he just explodes the hostage. Bwahaha! Surprise, Yuri. Wahaha! Isn't this fun? I'm different from yesterday. He's alright. He's gone, like, full megalomaniacal in, like, a day. I've obtained all this information. And finally realized something. I am a god. A demon god. So from now on, you can call me Satan. To be continued. Okay. Yeah. We have our devil. Satan is born. And now he has his name. As we get closer and closer to the Blue Knight. Though I feel like this does kind of put us a bit further removed from the state Yuri and Satan will have to reach before the Blue Knight happens. If, you know, Yuri is going to father his children. You know, at this point he's not, you know, earlier was like a super powerful, pretty intelligent baby. I think at this point when he kills the guard there, I think he's not really that super intelligent baby anymore. He's a fully functioning, murder-happy adult. And I can't imagine Yuri's gonna take that well. But yeah. Satan is now Satan himself. There was a lot going on in this chapter. I will still say it had all the problems SSC has had in the past, which is, of course, not only focusing on the flashback, but, like, I've accepted that at this point, but, you know, like, I just, like, mentioned there, you know, children. Yuri bears him, and that just completely reminded me we have not really seen hide nor hair from Yukio since chapter 99. So yeah, like that's what's going on with. I mean, I know like this is all happening like at one point in the present timeline, and we'll see Yukio whenever this is finally done. Hopefully next month. Will like lead to the end of SSC. Will lead us to the Blue Knight because like Satan is now Satan. He is no longer the childish Rinka. Speaking of Rinka, there was no Rin this chapter. He just wasn't there at all. But yeah, Satan is now has the concept of himself as Satan. I do really like the idea. So like I've seen confusion posts in the past of like Satan as a concept has been around for millennia. How could Satan have been like born 20 years ago? And this is how. There was already the concept of Satan. And like I guess this means that the Demon Kings are all like children of Gehenna, like as like spawned from Gehenna itself, less than like or more than like actually begat by Satan, I guess. But yeah, other than that, we're really moving through. I mean, I feel like we're not really like time-wise. We didn't get very far at this chapter. It was only like a year passed in universe. But like, there's a whole bunch of stuff going on. Most of it, this was a fairly focused chapter focusing on Yuri, Shiro, and Satan, our little love triangle there. And I don't quite know how... I can't imagine any more than 2 more chapters to end till we get out of SSC. Because as I've said in the past, once we hit 15 years ago, there's really nothing left to tell. Shiro ends up at the monastery, having adopted Yuri's children, and their lives play out as we see in the show and the rest of the manga. So honestly, I think it'd be really nice if like it ends cleanly next month. 2018 ends SSC, and then 2019 we get back to like the plot itself. But yeah, other than that, this was like there a lot of stuff happened, but it was all like fairly one plot development, I think. It was all really focused on that central triangle. My voice is given out, and I don't really have a whole lot else to say, so I'm just gonna say I love the chapter. I again still really want to be moving through SSC a tad faster, but you know what? I'll take it. I'm going to leave this video off here. Hope you all enjoyed the chapter and the video. If you did, feel free to drop me a like, subscribe. If you're still able to vote, and you're watching this on election night, fucking vote. See my 3 voting stickers? Fucking vote, y'all. And yeah, I'm going to leave this video off here. I just said that part. Anyway, keep kicking ass, and I'll see you in the future. Bye!